devices I have to help connect these lights, and I've had these for a while. This is a power supply. It takes in 110, gives off 12 volts. It's kind of a big one. It's actually 30 amps, and it's a switching power supply. It's made for this, but I could use a smaller plug-in box, but I've got a lot of lights, and I want the light to be good right till the end of the strand, and when you use some of the smaller power supplies, it often doesn't happen. So this will do. And I've got this controller. Now, they make a lot of digital controllers that do flickering lights and change the colors and the brightness and do a lot of stuff. This is an analog one, and I found them to be very reliable in that there's an RGB rheostat in each one, so you can control the color, turn them all the way up. They're pretty much white. There's no question about it. Plus the fact that on the end of this power supply, I'm going to have an Amazon device, a plug, to be able to turn the lights on and off. When you have a remote control, every time you turn it on and off, you have to flip the remote control again, and I don't want to do that. So this will allow me to set the lights at the color and brightness that I want, and then whenever I ask Alexa to turn them on, it will just do it, and it'll be at the last setting. And it's simple, it's foolproof, and it won't give me any issues down the road. So I have to make some cases for this, because I have to put these on the wall or on the floor where it doesn't show much and it looks okay. So let's get started with that. The house has all oak woodwork, so I'm going to keep it the same color, otherwise it'll stand out. I have these doors that I had made a while back, and I replaced them with a different kind of wood. So time to repurpose this oak, I guess. So I need to do some cutting and planing on it. These LED lights connected wrong with a connector that comes on them. So the red will be blue and so forth. So on all three strips, I'm going to have to check and just make sure that they're right, so that when I solder things together, like all the red wires together, I don't have a blue one in there by mistake, even though it looks red. The black wire is hot, and I'm checking each of the other colors so that the blue wire flashes a blue light, the red wire is red and the green is a green light. And they all check out. One of the strips is up, and you'll notice in this next picture, you'll see where I cut it off the end. When you cut these, you have to cut them where the wire connections are, and you're allowed to cut them about every 4 inches, so you can make these the length that you want. I need to make a tunnel for the wires to run through along the side of the woodwork to hide them. Well, that looks kind of messy up there. It's going to show. And here's the control without its cover on it. I'm about to strip the wires. And I've got a small bead with a wire coming out underneath it along the woodwork right there. All 3 RGB light strips are on. The one on the reel looks different because it is an outdoor one that I had in the drawer from years ago. Well, it's early in the morning the next day, and I've got it running. And right now it's on a very light amber color. Let's go take a look at the power supply, how it's hooked up. And you can hear it running. It's got a fan in it that really cranks up when you turn all the lights out. Connect it to power right here. And over here, we have the 2 12-volt connections coming up to the side under this little stick of wood to the controllers, and then up to this rat nest. And I'm going to find a way to hide that somehow. The coils of lights come with these black plugs on them. Those could be cut off. The wires could be soldered directly to them. I chose to use those plugs and then put those small connectors so I could take it apart easily if I need to. But it leaves a bulky mess. Good thing for me, it's way over there in the corner. Which won't be seen too much, and I'll make an attempt to try to hide it somehow. Okay, I'm going to rotate the dials to show you some of the possible color combinations. You can see with 3 strips, it is really quite bright. So, here's with them all on, and you get a very white light. Blue, green, red. And if I turn the red and the green up, I get that amber color that I like. If I turn the red and blue up, you get a purple. And you can vary the colors to almost any degree. So, it's working. Now, you may not be able to see it there, but I can actually see the individual lights. So I may put a very narrow, thin crown along the top of this to try to hide the bulbs themselves. Alexa, turn all the lights on. Alexa, turn the door light off. Alexa, turn the beam light off. Alexa, turn all the lights on. Alexa, turn all the lights off.